Welcome back to No Contest. We're here at Bell's for the Rip Curl Pro with Caroline Marks. We're about to meet up with Mark Occhilupo to find out what a 50-plus-year-old man feels like to be compared to a 17-year-old girl.
I like it. I love it because I love a style, yeah.
We're going to head down the Great Ocean Road and meet up with Jeremy Flores and Michelle Perez and about 40 other of the World Tour to go chase some beach break waves. And we'll take a look at Torquay with one of its favorite sons, 2014 Bell's Trials winner, Cahill Bell-Warren.
Do you know the cost of a Bell's landmark?
We're going to go and see what the difference is between Aussie rules football, footy, soccer, gridiron, and football? Looking good, boys! We're going to take a trip to one of the most pristine islands off the coast of Tasmania to chase one of the most amazing beach break waves you've ever seen in your life. This is No Contest 2019.
You got a karate stick, mate?
Our next stop on the World Tour is Bells Beach, located on the southeastern tip of Australia. From the Gold Coast, it's a 3-hour flight to Melbourne or Avalon, then a relatively short drive in Australian terms. Who are we talking to here?
You're talking to Cahill Bell-Warren. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Bells Beach. Like genuinely, my parents' house is just up that hill there.
There's not a lot of houses this close.
It's mental.
It's insane.
It's so good. 11 minutes is my record from living room to water.
No way.
Pretty amazing place to grow up. Like not many towns have such a single focus, but then also provide heaps of other stuff as well. To have like 2 CT venues, effectively Bells and Winky are CT venues. And then there's a heap of other waves around that if they were in like Southern California, like there's waves like Boobs and Steps that I've surfed like three times in my life. But if you put them in Southern California, they're like, no one's surfing 56 in Newport anymore. Everyone's gonna surf them. They're like A-grade waves. I've literally had every job you can have at this event. No shit. No shit, I've had every job you can possibly have at this event.
Including surfing in it.
Yeah. This event, main role of skis is to cut down paddle time, increase the amount of waves ridden. I cover up fully, because here you get so burnt. 4-3, boots, gloves, hood, 2 jackets, and a wetty beanie, like a neoprene beanie. Doesn't look that good, but they work.
When it's on, what does Bells look like?
What does it look like? It looks pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
It looks like the stuff you draw when you're a kid. But when it's like really, really good, I think it's about 6 feet. 8 feet it starts wanting to go a bit big and wide.
Yeah.
4 to 6 is probably dreamy.
Yep.
When you get like a real ground swell at like 16 seconds, which is something that the Gold Coast doesn't understand either. When you get a real swell, like that's when they're stacked stacked forever.
Yeah.
And you can see shit coming forever, and it's just running like you see in the photos.
Like regular day surfing, like what's your program?
So we'll go down to Swell, have a coffee, kind of do a coffee tour of town. This is where everyone gets it wrong, meat pies in Torquay.
Here we go.
Surfside Patisserie, which is next to the IGA in town. There's a Baker's Delight, goes IGA Baker's Delight, Surfside Patisserie, plain pie with sauce, a pink jam donut, and a can of Coke, and that's got me going for the Arvo. Like that's me sorted. Under $10, you can have a feed and a drink and be back at work in 10 minutes.
Favorite Aussie pie?
Probably the chunky steak.
Chicken and mushroom.
The upper crust?
The upper crust in Long Reef, Sydney.
Called the Mexican pie.
The chicken pie is pretty good too.
Best pies would be Hayden's Pies from Ulladulla.
My dad would say like 7-Eleven.
Best pies in Australia and probably the world.
If you can drive down the coast, you're gonna have a meat pie and drink a beer.
They use like kangaroo, emu pies, like they make some pretty whack pies.
Well, I've just found a new pie that's taken the cake. It's not the easiest to get to. Little drive, another private plane down to King Island. You find a bakery there with a crayfish pie, and it's pretty goddamn good. The pie's $15, the trip's $1,000. Yeah, it's going to cost you a couple grand for a couple of pies. Flying over, we got a little glimpse of the wave and we were 12,000 feet up, but I'm pretty sure we saw some waves spit.
Down the beach. Oh, look at this peak, look at this peak. Look at this, look at this.
Oh my God, that was the fucking funnest wave I've ever seen. Perfecto. Perfecting. Oh. Wow.
I'm gonna ride 6-1, a little thicker.
Flip-flops and booties. It's like those guys that wear a beanie and a tank top. Oh, straight out to that.
I don't care if you're a veteran pro or the average Joe. If you ask any surfer, they'll tell you. The Holy Grail is empty offshore A-frame peaks breaking over sand.
Let's go get a lobster pie. Yeah.
In the average, they're going to be another 5 minutes at least.
Okay, all good.
Yeah, the tray's hot. It's just come out the oven.
Go grab the tray.
Class A stitcher. Oh yeah.
From Torquay to the 12 Apostles, you'll find dramatic cliffside vistas, quiet little coastal villages, and dozens of setups with potential for uncrowded waves. It's a dream stretch for any surfer.
Seriously though, that's your rental car?
Cahill said that we might have a hard time in this rental car. But regardless, the Great Ocean Road is arguably one of the top 10 most scenic drives in Australia. Well, we just got into Torquay. We're heading down the Great Ocean Road in probably the ugliest rental car. We're hoping to meet up with the boys for a session first thing in the morning before the event gets started. Car. I think the color is turbo. It's turbo green. Every turn in the coast has a little point or a little beach break or a little rock slab with sand in the middle of it somewhere. It's like one of the most scenic stretches of road I've ever seen. A little eucalyptus, wake you up in the morning. I wish you could breathe this air right now. Perfect. Little pit stop. Woo! There's peaks everywhere. Little inside rip bowl and about 29 of the top 32 out in the water. You know you're in the right place if photographer to the stars Bad Boy Rai Rai shows up. Morning, sir. It's like someone sent out the bat signal. It's like we're heading to Johanna.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good?
Yeah. Good, man. Good to see you.
Couple waves?
Yeah, it's a little bit, it looks fun. I think with the tide drop it could get good. There's like 4 or 5 different peaks, but this one right here looks really fun.
Okay.
Rippable.
See what's up. Up, boys.
Ooh. I like your guys' morning vibes better than ours. That's all you saw. What do you mean? We almost hit like 5 kangaroos and wallabies. I swear Sage or Michelle or one of those guys just pickpocketed my finky. It was just in my hand.
You know, you can't play tennis with Roger Federer. Well, I'm from here, so if I'm going to share here with anyone, I want it to be like Italo or someone, not,
Yeah.
you know, the guy in the sup from Torquay. Yep.
Is that a bald eagle? Look at that thing! I just watched Connor belt one. Oh! Ace! We're here for the secret coaching sessions. Is that Dog Marsh? You got Coach's Corner over here.
It's just flat in Torquay, so you go to plan B, don't you?
That was great. And the 3-turn.
Yeah, that was good too.
It's a good warm-up with everyone. Feels like you're serving a winky. I think the secret coach's bank's to the left up there that we're going to jump on after this session.
100%. Why go right when you can go left? This is a fool's bank, this one.
Talking about it. Straight through the floor, I've fallen in. Came through the door, straight stumbling. Still watch the film be double length. If it ain't part the script, then it don't trouble with me. Came from the east, brought you tales from the beach. Pounds for the cheap, got my town by the leash. Stayed out of reach, cause they aim for the knees. L-Pay, Bell made, wait for my release. See, I came from afar just to start the regime. With the lights on the dash in a car with the leak and the brakes. I don't pump so my wheels don't screech. Gave it so much, but it still looks bleak. I hit from the blind side, I live on the high side. Stay with my eyes wide. I hit from the blind side, I live on the high side. Stay with my eyes wide, been watching that sci-fi. I hit from the blind side, I live on the high side. Stay with my eyes wide, been watching that sci-fi. I hit from the blind side, I live on the high side. Stay with my eyes wide, been watching that sci-fi. Georgia.
Maybe I told you too much. Maybe I...
Still with the peeps that I struggle with. Every new gig's just another whip. And I almost slipped was the fundament. Most coveted, there's no doubling. Me, loose chain on the door, off the hinge, don't peek. Second floor full of beats when the house was asleep. Big crates on the wall so the neighbors don't speak. Day and night bleed, no rest for the weak. Low rates for the takes, hot plates for the cheap. Much pain, no gain, still remain in the league. New bank, same state, still blank on the receipt. Tell me what it is, tell you what it's gon' be. Came across the bridge, landed on my 2 feet. Almost did a bit, but got some funding from the team. Not enough bread, too many heads, I need feed. Strength of the weak, which side will you see? I hit from the blind side, I live on the high side. Stay with my eyes wide. I hit from the blind side, I live on the high side. Stay with my eyes wide, been watching that sci-fi. I hit from the blind side, I live on the high side. Stay with my eyes wide, been watching that sci-fi.
You'd think that surfing with the entire championship tour would make you a better surfer. It really doesn't, does it? I think it's a wrap for us. Those guys probably have like another 2 hours left in them, but that was a super session.
Yeah, Jeremy was killing it out there, man.
I wish I had with that 9.97. They didn't want to give him a 10 on that barrel, but it was almost for some reason.
I'm beginning to feel you want to go with him.
I do.
Single. We're here at Torquay Main Beach for the paddle out for Fight for the Bite. Big oil coming into their backyard in the Great Australian Bight. Sean Doherty, the authority.
Am I? There's plans afoot to drop a whopping big, great fucking oil well in the middle of the Great Australian Bight, which is an idea that belongs in a previous century.
Great Australian Bight's one of the most beautiful pieces of coastline in the world.
Yeah, drilling in one of the most pristine places in Australia.
The very spot where they're drilling is in a Commonwealth Marine Reserve.
It's the most rugged, beautiful coastline in the whole world.
Yeah. And one of the last ones on Earth.
Norwegian companies trying to drill for oil and put our coastline at risk. And
pipes would bend and break with big swells and
something like that. It's catastrophic, you know. If anything went wrong, it just could wreck our whole coastline.
Potentially destroy the whole southern coastline of Australia.
And to do that, I just think it's stupid, really.
Let's be smart about it. And I mean, yeah, not everyone has the answers, but I think working on better, more sustainable solutions is definitely the answer.
The future's sake.
Yeah.
Everyone's families, the whole future generations.
And Damo's the front man of the band now, so it's like, mate, he has drummed up a lot of support on this.
Yeah, it's like we come in peace, but we're here to defend ourselves. So And I saw John and Owen, a lot of the crew were at the paddle out, and it's amazing. The numbers that show up to the paddle outs is insane, and it really just shows how important these issues are.
And that's the hard thing about the whole issue is because it's the ultimate underground coast. But now to suddenly go, well, you've got to save it, everyone goes, where is it?
I mean, it's pretty heartwarming, to tell you the honest truth, to see how involved and in love with, you know, the ocean, not only the ocean, just the earth. It's pretty beautiful.
Yeah. We're down here at the Torquay Tigers game under the Friday night lights, taking a little bit of Aussie rules football.
Aussie rules football, and football.
AFL.
Australian Football League.
Is there rugby?
Kicking the ball around, catching it.
Catch it and kick it.
And then tackling each other in like big groups.
There's only one sport that is probably really football, and that's football.
I don't really know about the Aussie football.
I have no idea about football.
I have no idea. You have to ask Sally Fitzgibbons.
As you can see, NRL, the Storm in NRL, shit-house team.
American football, they call it gridiron.
30 seconds of play, and then marching band comes out for half an hour, and then another marching band comes out, and then chicks start dancing, and somebody wins the football, I guess.
I don't know who they're playing. Torquay versus Motive. Fucking A. Too many vowels.
So we're playing Motawari. We hate these. Hate them.
Cool. Get him! Looking good, boys! Just a little third quarter stretch with the boys. These are grown men acting like children with a footy ball, with a footy. Grab a beer, kick a ball around, and carry on with the game. Oh, fuck.
We better get off the ground. It's getting serious.
Straight up fucking cold.
You're the footy, mate. Get over it. It's a winter sport.
Carter Tigers!
Oh, that's motor. Wrong team.
Yeah, the local team, local favourites, kind of got done in the last quarter pretty hard.
Did you used to play for this team?
Yeah, I still do. Still play for Torquay, but in the younger division, so yeah. I was just sitting up there with Jack Perry, and next minute, this guy just comes flying out with no clothes on. I wasn't expecting it, and then, yeah, obviously the crowd got behind it. So footy, you obviously got netball, so there's obviously a netball club at each football club. So yeah, there's a fair few chicks kicking around at the footy club.
Freaking what, Ash?
Caroline Marks.
I know everybody says Occy.
She's definitely the mini Occy.
She's really fluid too, so...
Can't really complain.
Yeah, and it is Occy. You know, she has such a low stance and so strong.
Same wind up. It's the same kind of like drive off the bottom.
Caroline's savage. I feel like a lot of the women's tour is like that, but we have to sort of switch into this, I don't know, bitch mode in the surf.
So how long ago did the Occy comparisons start to come in?
I went to Lakey Peak. I think I was about 12 years old. Damien Hobgood was there. He gave me kind of the nickname. He called me Occhilupo and Occhilupo, and I don't know what to say. Hey, they compare me to you. Like, I would never say that, you know. I'm flattered, but I just wonder what he thinks, because it's like, you know, he's being compared to a 17-year-old girl. So I guess I have the opportunity to ask him today, so yeah. I don't know, I just think being from Florida helps a lot, because I get so psyched. Did they just ruin that? Oh, the Occy. He just ruined our shot. well, we've met a few times, but not like, we haven't really like had a full conversation or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
We had no idea that you guys had never really met before. What does a grown man feel?
What do you think about
having
being compared?
I like it. I love it because I love a style, yeah. And it does remind me a bit of myself, and style, not a whole lot of moving parts, which is the same as my style, which really works, especially here. Wasn't a whole lot of goofy footers when I was young. But where did you pick it up from, Caroline, that style? Or was it come naturally?
I guess it came naturally, but then watching guys like you really inspired me to be like, all right, I guess I'm doing the right thing. If people like compare me to you, I'm like, all right, sick.
Have you heard the nicknames?
They just call me Auckland or Occhilupo, or I don't know.
I'm embarrassed.
I know. You got some hot chips?
Calamari
and hot chips. Wow, that's the way to go.
Welcome to Victoria.
That looks really good. That's like Florida style. Florida guy. But yeah, I'm flattered to be compared to your backhand. That's all I gotta say. And I want to tell you that in person.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So
tips for Caroline.
Yeah, give me some tips.
Give you some tips.
I'd be stoked.
It's not so much you gotta kind of hold back. Yeah, because like holding your bottom turn, you know, and waiting at bells. Changed my surfing coming from the Gold Coast to here.
For sure.
Because it's a lot quicker there.
Right.
Like you can wait as long as possible, and then it's there, and then you get there and
For
you
sure.
connect.
Totally.
Yeah.
Surf like super in the pocket, like not get too far ahead. Like just wherever the section is, you just gotta be like really capitalized.
You hit it too early, then you're like, oh, and then it's not there again.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's a little
Good luck.
Thank
I
you.
hope you go back to back.
Thank you so much. Mwah.
Yeah.
I hope so. Cool. Thanks for the tips.
Pleasure.
It was big on.
That was awesome, Occy.
I gotta run, so yeah, good luck.
Yeah, thank you too. But yeah, I've like never really had like a full-on conversation with him or anything, so that was really cool. Did I nail it?
Is that good? You got all you need. You got tips from Occy. You're good to go.
I know. I'm feeling way more confident now. So thanks, Occy. That was really cool, though. Thanks, guys.
Ain't that swell? Yeah. I was wondering if that name was a double meaning, like it ain't that swell, or the question, ain't that swell?
What is a swell in? No, this is the first I've heard of it, but.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. 11 times world champ, Kelly Slater.
You know, there's like a little cult following with these guys, and there's like inside jokes that go throughout what the things they're saying. I think I'm doing all right. I'm turning the tables on them a couple times here and there.
Yeah, Kelly does good impersonations.
I'd work out.
Yeah. How you going, mate?
Impersonating Occy while Occy was sitting next to him was pretty weird. It's kind of funny.
So I'm walking to play pool one night, and Occy tries to run me over on his bike and fight me. Yeah, mate, you got a karate stick, mate? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I had the stick in my hand, and I'm thinking, just hit this guy in the head. I grabbed the stick and just ran out of here. I got to the bar and I see Potts. And I'm like, Occy just wanted to kill me. Like, he thought I had a karate stick. I don't even know what a karate stick is.
Sure I can't keep this one, Sam? Parko won't mind. He's got enough. From Bells, we're heading to Bali. Well, that's a wrap for No Contest Episode 2. We'll be back in Australia next month for West Oz, but from Bells, we're heading to Bali. Thanks for watching.